Hello. So I ranked 100 ways to make money. I ranked them by easiness and fastness, like how fast it takes to get to a million or a billion, right? Cause I want billions. Now let's start with this one. You can probably see the rest. We're gonna do batches of 10. Batches of 10. So trading 2 out of 10. This is bad. This is probably the worst. Not influencing, not being a guru, but actually doing the thing itself. 2 out of 10, if not 1, right? Because most lose. I think it's a 1. I think it's a 1. Investing with other people's money is an 8 out of 10, right? 8 out of 10 because it's not your money and it's easier to start. I mean, you just have to convince people to give you that money, so it's easier. A lawn mowing business, 4 out of 10. I mean, 4, it's easy to start, but to scale it up, it's a different thing. So that's 4 out of 10. 3 out of 10, social media management. I have never heard any billionaire that says he made a social media management service. Social media management is like managing a company's posts, like online presence, or a person's online presence, or an influencer's presence online, like taking them videos and stuff like that. Posters and logos, 4 out of 10, if not 3 out of 10. I'm just gonna do 3 out of 10 there. Because there is no millionaire or even billionaire. Billionaire, obviously, there's no billionaire making posters and logos. Even Upwork itself, which allows people to do posters and logos, isn't a product of a billionaire. I'd like to think. I'll research it. Washing cars, 5 out of 10, if not 4. 4. 4 out of 10. It's similar to lawn mowing business, but it's better. It's a little bit better in that you can scale it. It's one location, you know, like it's locations. You don't have to go to a place. Selling bunny chows here in South Africa, they love to sell bunny chows. That's a 3 out of 10. Selling burgers on the street, I did this. That's why I wrote it. I did this, and I did this one trading. I did the lawn mowing business. I did some of the social media management with the posters. I did a small car wash. I sold burgers on the street. I washed shoes. So this is also 3 out of 10, if not 2 out of 10, right? Not gonna be a millionaire doing that. Photo shoots is 4 out of 10 because some people do it as a profession, you know? They do it as a profession to take pictures of other people. Building houses, it's a 5 out of 10 because it's similar to the photo shoot. Other people do it for a living, and you can become a millionaire with it, not a billionaire, unless we're saying this is real estate. I mean, like, you're building lots and lots, but here we're just talking about renovation, building houses, small time. We're talking about small time here. Small time. Where you haven't scaled, because I know people who did this, and I know someone who did photo shoots and other people. Being an influencer and guru right now, I'm giving it a 5. I would have gave it a 6, but I think it's saturated, right? But yeah, I think a 6 is valid. 6 is valid. It's same as here. Wealth influencer, content creator, 6 valid. App building and platforms. And at the end of this, I will do the top. Not at the end. In another video, I will do the top. Right? We have a long way to go. This is number 14. App building. It depends. It depends. 7 upwards. 7 plus. Let me just do 7 plus. out of 10. Website building, I know a lot of people doing this. It's a 4 out of 10. It's a bad business model. It's a bad business model to make millions. It's a bad one. Rather make the software that makes other people to be able to build websites, than doing the actual website building itself. Event cleaning, 4 out of 10. Cleaning services, 3 out of 10. It's like this one, but it's a service. It's bad. Trust me, it's bad. A company that finds funding for other companies is a 7 out of 10 or more. So that's a good business model. Number 19, company that allows people to invest in small companies or people. This is my idea. I'm giving it a 7 plus out of 10. This is an idea I want to implement. Let me just do that. Selling CCTV cameras, I think it's a 5. Now, I think it was a 6 or 7 in my area, South Africa. Because now it's saturated. Even shops that sell accessories, cheap things like Chinese manufactured things are selling these cameras. Helping businesses with compliance, this is a 3 out of 10, probably 2 out of 10. Teaching robotics to kids, I think 3 to 4 out of 10. I think that's low. Why teaching as education? Now, if you're teaching a new subject like robotics, it's new, and I know you want to find a blue ocean, but this blue ocean might take time for the school system to catch up and stuff like that. So it's an extra curricular activity that costs money. So it's not the one. Selling discount perfumes, 4 out of 10. A lot of people are doing it, so let me put it at 3 out of 10. And they're not making money. They're not billionaires or millionaires. Let me just focus on the millionaires. Selling discount clothing. I trust this thing. I trust it so much. Selling discount clothing is elite. It isn't supposed to be elite, but it makes a lot of money. And if you're doing it at a higher scale, you're gonna make millions. Look at Zara. Zara sells discount clothing to Europeans, though. To us in Africa, obviously those are expensive clothes, but to Europeans and the other market, that is cheap clothes at scale. H&M, I think those are also cheap clothes. Number 25, selling discount or cheap food, fast food basically. This is also elite. I mean, look at KFC. What? And this video is for informational purposes only, entertainment purposes. I may get some things wrong, but most I do my research. Selling discount food or fast food is elite. It's elite, trust me. Music, it's not the way. It's saturated, and I wouldn't put my hopes on it to make one a millionaire. Let me even put it at 2. It's easy to start, so yeah, 3 out of 10. Record label, 6 out of 10, but let me just do this, 5 plus out of 10, cause I'm not so sure here of the money, but I know there's few record labels. But yeah, let me just put it at there, cause you're managing people here. Mining, it's elite. Most miners, people who have miners, are definitely millionaires. Definitely. Car mechanic, people who fix cars, etc., on a small scale, though, 4 to 5 out of 10. I don't know why I overrated it. 4 out of 10. Uh, Real estate group or timeshare in vacations, properties, building huge things. This is 8 out of 10. Cause even one project like building a bridge or building a road will make you rich. So this is elite. This is good. This is really really good. So yeah, and then I will continue. Let me just pause. Okay, I was here, the real estate group, 8 out of 10. I said one project here could give you a whole lot of money. A niche broker, a middleman brokering massive international deals and taking a fee. I think it's high level, right? Because you're not the one doing the transactions. You're letting other people doing the transactions. You're letting others do the transactions. So it's not you, it's them. So you're just a middleman and you take a fee, right? Is it easy to start? It's not easy, but the fastness, it could be easy, but the fastness to get to 1 million is a lot because it has a whole lot of scalability, especially online, like an online platform. It has a lot of scalability. Look at Kalshi and what's the other one? Kalshi and yeah, the other one. They're making a lot of money quickly, and they are similar to a brokerage, you know. Fair priced clothing or shoe brand, not cheap but fair priced. I think this is a 6 or less. Let me just put it at 5. I'm gonna put it at 5 because I've seen influencers do fair priced clothing and artists do fair priced merch. Legal drugs or medicine or pharmacy, 8 out of 10, 8 plus out of 10. Because the number of billionaires I've seen do this is a lot. You know, it's a lot. A number of billionaires do this is a lot. Now imagine the millionaires. It's supposed to be a whole lot. Wholesale food, etc. Selling food on a wholesale level, I think it's 7 plus out of 10. Is it easy to start? No, but you're gonna get to millions quickly because people need food, obviously. A lot of people can buy from you. I mean, individuals can buy from you, companies can buy from you. You know, it's a whole market. You got the whole market. Hardware, building materials, it's similar to wholesale food, but it's better. I mean, I think it's better. It's not easy to start, but you can start it with other people's money or whatever. There's a variation. You can also do a variation of these business models, but hardware businesses, it's 8 out of 10 plus. But let me just say 7 plus out of 10. You know, cement manufacturing, because I've seen billionaires that are in cement. I mean, Aliko Dangote, I think that's what made him this rich. You know, going into cement, and other people having a pawn shop or pawn shops. Pawn shops is like where people give away their old stuff, sell their old stuff, and then the shop buys it and then sells it for a higher price. This is a 4 out of 10 or 3. It's not a good business model. It's not. It's not really. It's not. Delivery business, I'm putting it 6 or 7 because I have seen billionaires, a lot of billionaires do this, right? And it seems, not that it is, but it seems like you can have a work around the business in which you spend less. it seems. Event making, let me just put this one at 7 out of 10. Event making events, 6 out of 10. But I'm not really for it. I'm just putting it at 5 out of 10. Nah, 6 out of 10 is proper. 6 out of 10, because it's not like there's a lot of events or a singular company. So I see a market here. I see a market. It's not that I know billionaires that are event makers, but I see a market. So that's why I'm putting it at 6 out of 10, because I recently went to a club. A club, I would consider it as an event. Maybe I'm wrong, but because people go there, and it was not nice in there. So I realized that people need somewhere to go, things to do. That's why I see a gap here. I see a gap here. I'm just gonna write that like that, because people, I mean, I genuinely think like, okay, what do I do for fun? Me, myself, and I. It's not much. Taxi business, I put it at 5 out of 10, because you have to manage the drivers, you have to pay them, you have to manage the car, you have to fix it. That's what you have to do. And the taxi fare isn't that much. And you have to invest in buying the taxis first and buying the papers to go with the taxi. And the taxi fares is low. So I'm just gonna put it at 4. Trucking business is the same, but the fare, like the fee that you pay, that other people will pay you, is more. So that's why I'm gonna put it at 5. Selling illegal drugs is 2 out of 10. I put this here because it's a making money model, but there's no longevity, and I think I wrote it somewhere. Mortgage originators or people who are doing home loans, etc. I'm just gonna do 6 plus. I'm just gonna do 6 plus, because mortgages are stable. Loans for homes are stable, because people, when they live inside the house, it's their own. They feel like they own it. They take care of it. They fix it. They maintain, etc. And homes increase in value, because land doesn't increase in value, it decreases. So mortgage originators, 6 out of 10. Selling snacks on the streets, 5. I'm just gonna put 5, because they don't scale. A person who sells snacks on the street doesn't scale, so I'm gonna put 3. So small retail or convenience stores, it's similar to selling snacks on the streets, but it's more formal. So I'm gonna put it at 7 out of 10, because if you have a bunch of these small retail convenience stores, then you're gonna do well. But they don't have to be that small. I'm just gonna do medium retail stores selling food, snacks, etc. Medium slash big 7 plus. Flipping houses, cars, etc. I've seen a lot of people do this. This is a 3, because they don't become millionaires this way. They don't really have money this way. I mean, really. And I think I did bad here. Yeah, here there's no longevity, but people are making money with this. But there's no longevity though. People are making money with this, so there's no longevity, because you'll go to jail and stuff. But people are making money with that. But I wouldn't do it. Market making. I've seen a whole lot of billionaires do this. Making people transact and taking a commission. This is like close to a brokerage, but it's not a brokerage. It's not making people transact. It's not this. you buying and selling rapidly, quickly, like a bunch of times, a bunch of times, a bunch. Funeral cover, I'm gonna give it a 7 plus because I've seen people do it, the funerals and etc. And I have never seen a broke. I've never seen them be broke. I've never seen people who are doing funeral covers as broke people. I've never. Insurance, it's similar. Is it? Yes, it's similar. I think it's more elite. Insurance, I think. But funeral covers, I am certain I've never seen a broke person doing funeral covers and etc. Buying and owning a sports team, this is 7 plus, and I might even think 8 plus. So I'm just gonna keep it at 7 to 8. Cause sports team owners have a lot of money. Not a lot, but they have money. They have money to begin with, and sports teams increase in value, especially if they're in the top league or top leagues. So yes, this is a good investment. Financial software data, selling financial software or financial data and premium information to institutions. This is 7 out of 10. E-commerce, I would put it at 7 plus because it's like commerce but on a larger scale. Commerce is like selling anything, selling anything, you know, selling anything online. But this is online, so this is 7 plus out of 10. Selling oil, this is elite. This is elite. This is elite. This is elite. Oil and refineries, the people who refine oil, this is elite. This is a 9 out of 10 game. This is a 10 out of 10 game. Similar to what we'll cover next. Here, it's elite things. Even telecoms, I think it's more elite than 8 out of 10. Telecoms, it's elite. Banking is elite. Banking is elite. It's not easy to enter this because they know, the companies that are already in banking know that we don't want competition, so they made it hard for people to enter here. But we're here now at number 54. Petrol or fuel stations. This is also kind of elite because there's a lot of cars in this world and they all need fuel. They all need fuel. Most of the cars on the road need fuel. I mean, I know there's electric cars and etc., but there are very few. We need fuel, so that is that. Physical commodity trading, I think it's elite on a higher level, but I've seen very poor people that are buying and selling commodities, especially in Africa. I've seen a whole lot of poor people doing this. And banking, this is elite, 8 plus. Telecoms, so telecoms is like your data providers. They can be also cable TV providers. Telecoms are elite, right? I don't know, I would be lying to say I know exactly what they do, but I know it's something along those lines, and I've seen many billionaires on this level, on this level. By the way, I've covered and researched over like 500 billionaires, so I know what I'm talking about here. Number 58, cable. I've researched them on an overview level. Number 58, cable TV infrastructure. This is TV. I think it's elite because there is not many cable TV providers. I mean, in South Africa there is DSTV, and that's the main one. That's the main control. That's the main That company makes a whole lot of money, and I think it's called MultiChoice. Makes a whole lot of money. Private military business, or what do they call it? Information business or data, whatever. But I just call it a private military business. And examples are Anduril. Anduril is owned by Paul Malaki, Palantir of Alex Cobb. 7 out of 10, 7 plus out of 10. Because these are huge contracts with the government and stuff like that. Video games, I would say 7 plus out of 10, because I know a billionaire that owns an insane yacht that has done video games. Adult entertainment industry, I would say 7 plus out of 10. They also make a lot of money. Yeah, they make a lot of money. So I think 7 or 8. I'm not sure. 7. Let me just do 7. Transportation business, tankers, shipping, ports, trains, airlines. Transportation in general makes a lot of money. Shipping makes money. A lot of money. The world is globalized, so they make a whole lot of money. So that's 7 plus out of 10. Info services, number 63. Info services, people like Andrew Tate, The Real World, Iman Gadzhi, Alex Hormozy, that sells info, and even including institutions like Harvard, Yale, Khan Academy, Duolingo. I'm including that. So this is a 7 out of 10. 7 plus out of 10. Media business, I see that as a 5 out of 10 because it needs attention, right? And ads or sponsors. So I'm seeing it as a 5 out of 10, but probably it's a 6 out of 10. Probably it's a 6 out of 10. Owning a mall, I don't know anyone who is broke, who is not a millionaire, that owns a mall. And I know very few people who owns malls. Number 66, there's a lot of business models, and some I didn't cover. But we're more than halfway. Number 66, selling medical equipment, biotech products, etc. Braking systems, selling expensive niche products. That is the main thing here. Expensive niche products is like 7 plus out of 10. 7 plus out of 10. Selling beverages, 7 plus out of 10. Beverages. So I know Red Bull. In South Africa, there's Chillers Punch, there's Monfire. DJ's Boo has money, but is he rich? With Monfire? Mac G, is he rich with Chillers Punch? So I'm gonna put it at 6 out of 10. I'm just gonna put it at 6 out of 10. Selling house items at scale. I think I covered something similar to this. Very similar to this. Number 68. House items in wholesale. Let me just check. I'm gonna pause it and check, right? Okay, I was confusing what? Where's number 35? I was confusing this hardware, selling hardware. I just wrote in bulk here. I was confusing hardware and number 68 with selling house items. It's not the same. House items are not the hardware I was talking about. But selling wholesale hardware, 7 plus. 7 plus, because everyone needs house items. Everyone needs those things. And yeah. Health products, I'm just gonna do 7 plus, cause health, anything to do with health, I've seen it makes a whole lot of money. Farming, I think is overrated sometimes. I think really, if not scaled, farming is not the one. If not scaled, need to scale it to a whole nother level. Scale, it needs scale, but it's good. It's a good thing, good model, but just don't do small time. But let me just write uh, big time farming, right? Big time farming, we're gonna go with 7 plus out of 10. Big time, but it must be big time. The farm must be big, the crops must be on a large plot, etc. It needs to be big, not just a small plot. No. Nightclubs and pubs, I think it's a 6 out of 10. Hospitality, restaurant, and etc. is a 7 out of 10. Big time restaurants, big time casinos, big time hotels, etc. Needs to be big time. Fundraising as a middleman, it's 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, 8 plus out of 10. Because I'm thinking of some people like Michael Malkin, yes, and other people. So raising money or fundraising, I even wrote fundraising as fundraising, number 73, fundraising for other people. Company that finds funding for other companies. This is it. So I have to take that and then go down with it. Where's that thing? Slash that. So yeah, I wrote 8 out of 10, 8 plus out of 10, there's 7. So I'm just gonna do 8 plus. Nah. 7 plus. 7 plus out of 10. Creating a crypto, a meme coin, a blockchain, a token, whatever you want to call it. Examples are there. I think this is a 7 plus out of 10 type of thing. It's a good thing. It's big money there. Software that big companies use to manage sales, store business data, whatever, handle payroll, you can see there. I think this is a 7 plus out of 10. Having a holding company owns companies, so this is an 8 plus out of 10. A sugar company is a 6 plus out of 10. Toilet paper business, I think toilet paper is necessary, so I'm gonna put this at 7 plus out of 10, or even 8, but I'm just gonna put it at 7 plus out of 10. Home improvement retailer, 7 out of 10 is good. Theme parks, I was remembering Succession when I was doing this, so theme parks, 7 out of 10, because it's sort of like an event. You know. So I'm just gonna put it at 7 out of 10. And theme parks people go to every now and then. Consolidation of luxury brands or niche companies. This is a 8 plus out of 10. 8 plus out of 10. Consolidate, anything to do with consolidation is an 8 or more. Consolidations are very good. Steel making, 7 out of 10. 7 plus out of 10. Steel is a essential material to the world in general. Steel and wood, helping companies set up, manage things on globally, not online. Online would be less, would be like less. Helping big institutions, helping governments, etc. This is a 7 plus out of 10, but the barrier to entry here is high. It's very high. It seems very high from the outside looking in. Very high. Selling fertilizers, I've seen many billionaires selling fertilizers. I don't know what's with the fertilizers, but apparently a lot of people need fertilizers, and I've seen many billionaires doing this. Batteries, data servers for AI, etc. I don't know. Okay, this is why I put them all together. I was kind of thinking, why did I put these things together? Selling the shovel or tools. This is 7 out of 10. You know the phrase of during a gold rush, don't dig for gold, sell the tools. This is it. But this encompasses a whole lot of things. So this is a 7 plus out of 10. Selling chemicals used in plastic making, this is a 7 out of 10 or more, right? This is an overview of business models. It's not an in-depth. It's not an in-depth. An in-depth would be way more boring than this, right? But this is not an overview. Number 85, owning infrastructure and getting paid residually for its usage, right? 8 out of 10 or more. And I think a guy that owns hedge funds specializes in this. I will probably find him or not. So this is that. Selling smartphones, electronics, etc. I think this is a 7 out of 10 or more. Because I've seen Indians, not to be discriminatory, but that's just how it is. Indians in South Africa selling smartphones, electronics, fixing them, even selling like headphones, phone cases, things like that. Those people wear so nice, and those people have not so nice, but they wear quality shoes. That means they can afford. They always have cars, etc. So I'll put it at 7 plus out of 10. Selling natural resources, I think it's way higher than this one. So this one I'm just gonna put at 6, and this one at 7 plus. Natural resources like timber on a large scale, 7 plus, because it's residually needed. It's always needed. Car dealerships, I wouldn't know, but I know it's more. I know it's 6 or 7 or more. So let me just put it at 7. Selling air coolers, I know that guy on YouTube. I don't remember his name. He's a white guy. He sells air coolers, and he seems very knowledgeable on like businesses. His company is making like $23 million a month, so that's a lot. Next, number 90, we have selling nicotine, selling cigarettes, selling habli. I know this billionaire that sells cigarettes or started selling cigarettes and made money doing that. So this is 7 plus. Number 91, a company that builds the ad infrastructure for mobile apps. I think this is one company. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, right? Buying scrap metal for cheap, sorting it, selling it to manufacturers who use it. I didn't rate this because I was like, how can I rate this? So I think this is 6, 7, 6, 7. Selling vaccines is probably, I'm going to put it at 8 plus, because there's some guy whose name Poonawalla is a billionaire selling vaccines, and Bill Gates is developing vaccines or something like that. Don't quote me. Don't ever quote me. I mean, like, some of the things I might be wrong, some I might be right, some of the things. But most of the things, this is for entertainment, educational purposes. Don't take this to heart. I mean, like, to heart, really. But I'm just saying what I know. Selling vaccines, I really think it's good. Plus, how many people are doing it? Not a lot. And if someone is dying, and they offered him a vaccine, he's gonna take it no matter the cost. 94, selling trusted everyday products at scale. This is elite, 8 to 9 out of 10. Selling luxury beauty products like Estee Lauder, L'Oreal is an elite company. So this is like 8 plus. This is 8 plus out of 10. 8 plus out of 10. Business hub where businesses come to operate, 7 plus. Selling energy, this is elite. I might put it at 9. 9. It's 9. It's 9 out of 10. It's 9 out of 10. 9 to 10 out of 10. Because who doesn't need electricity? No one. So this is elite. Fitness business like Vision Active, 6 or 7. I'm just gonna put it at 7. 7. No. 6 to 7. Right? Let me just do 6 plus. Bridal or wedding fashion companies, formal fashion companies, like formal fashion companies, I'm just gonna put it at 7. Making and selling weapons at scale, let's just do at scale. At scale, it's gonna be 7 plus. 7 plus, because you're selling to governments, you're selling to institutions and stuff like that. So it's 7 plus. Selling wind turbines to energy companies and stuff like that, 6 plus. Selling one Cox, I saw a billionaire doing this, so that I can recall. The last one doing aircraft interior seats, systems, etc. I'm gonna put it at 7 plus because it's so niche and rare. And that is the end of these money making models that I have compiled myself. Coolio. I hope you have learned. I hope you have gotten something out of it, something out of it. And I will be doing, I'll be doing the top businesses models from these that I have mentioned. There's a lot of other models, making money models. Maybe that will be a part 2. Part 2. I'll continue. I hope you have learned. Cool.